This is key to your success. Are you ready for this? It's Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 and 16. And in that, Paul says something that has been glossed over for centuries, but what he said was, seek or see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. Next, we move on, but I want you to understand what the core of this is, something I have overlooked for a long time. And it is the main subject of this matter, which is, in fact, the word time. He tells us to redeem the time. He tells us how to redeem the time. And he even tells us what time is. And he even tells you why to do it. But most people don't understand what he means, because the Greek language that this was written in has more than one word for time. It is not the word chronos, the Greek word for time, as in what time is it, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever. It's not that word at all. It's not chronological time. It's kairos. This is so stinking important. What is kairos? Kairos is the timing of God. The timing of God. When you should, in business, when you should hop in a deal, when you should get out of a deal, when you should buy a house, sell a house, whatever it is, when you should make a call, all those kinds of things. There is a God timing. And he says to claim that. Redeeming means to recover from the power of another. And so what you have to do is say, I'm going to recover from the power of another. I didn't used to know or recognize or see these divine appointments, the timings of God. I was oblivious to them, or I ignored those urges. And Paul's saying, no, don't do that. Here's how you take advantage of those kairos moments, those divinely orchestrated circumstantial moments that you may not have been expecting or necessarily thought of, but there it was right in front of you. And he's saying, take that, recover that from whoever's power it is under right now. Take that opportunity and bring it into your sphere. How? He says, number one, walk circumspectly. Great, what does that mean? Who uses that word today? Well, it means to walk diligently. It means to walk with exactness. It means to walk with preciseness. Of course, we're not talking about walking down the street. We're talking about how you live your life with precision. The opposite of that would be to live your life with ambiguity, to be vague about everything. I don't know what I want. You want to walk circumspectly. You got to have focus. If you want to capture those God moments, the timing of God, which is crucial for business. Crucial. People operate all the time without it, and they have a measure of success. But when you walk and capture the timing of God, the God time moments, it literally multiplies in an instant your business. I've had it happen many times. So how do you do that? Walk circumspectly, which means diligently with exactness or precision, precisiveness. Okay? And he says, not as fools, but as wise. But as wise. What does that mean? Well, the word wise there is sophos, S-O-P-H-O-S. It means someone who is skilled, an expert, someone who has cultivated their gifts and nurtured them into something. If you do that, walking circumspectly, focused, sharp, precise, not ambiguous, not vague, recognizing those God-timed moments. You've had them. You think, oh man, I wish I'd have done that. I had the thought I should have. No more. One reason we don't do it is because we're not skilled. We're not like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know how to do that. I'm not a very good negotiator, salesperson, business owner, whatever your excuse is. You can end that by getting skilled, by becoming precise, walking with precision on the earth, getting focused, becoming sharp. So when you see those God time moments, you can seize them. Too many people, they just run after whatever opportunity they conjure up, and they can make something out of it many times. But it's nothing like the kairos, the God-timed moments, those things, those opportunities. Think of it as an opportunity. These are God-timed opportunities that we are to recover from the power of the enemy. I see that. I'm not going to let the devil have that idea. Do you know how many times God has given a godly person a great idea and they go, I'm not worthy. I don't know how. And they beg off and somebody else gets it. I had that happen to me. And I don't know that it's completely happened, but I had an idea one day, swimming in my swimming pool, laying on the float, looking up, and the oak trees above it were under a cage, but you can see the leaves. And I was realizing this one fact, this startling fact, that enough power from the sun hits the earth in an hour to actually power all the electrical needs of the planet for a year, if we could only efficiently capture that. And while I was pondering that, I had this crazy idea. In fact, I'm not going to tell you what it is. And I thought, oh God, how is that possible? Could it really be that simple? I'll tell you this, trees do it every day. And so I'm thinking about that, and I said, oh, I'm not skilled in that area. I'm not knowledgeable in that area. I know it's a great idea, God, but what do I know about that? So I didn't do that. I don't know the time frame, but sometime after a year, 2 years, whatever it was, MIT, yes, Institute of Technology, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, I believe it is, MIT. At their place, some guy there, because I turned it down, somebody else came up with it and said, here's how you do that thing. And it can make every home off the grid have all the power they needed using common elements. And it was like, oh my gosh. And I said, I'm not worthy. It wasn't really so much worthy. I said, I'm not skilled. I'm not expert in that. I'm not cultivated in that knowledge. But yet God was bringing it to me, and I said, thanks, but that's really not my expertise. And I missed it. What has God given you? I'm telling you, if you're in business, you need to have some certain skills. You need to know how to simplify your business. You need to know how to multiply your business. You need to know how to sell, to negotiate. You need to know these things, which is my expertise, and that's what I'll help you with. Anyway, why? What's the why? Paul says you need that skill. You need that advantage of the kairos. Everybody else can run on the chronos, the chronological time. They're on that system, but you can be on the kairos system. And that's the invitation, if not the admonition from Paul. Get on kairos time. Get on God's timing and watch the whole thing change for you. Everything will change for you for your benefit. Get in on that timing, my friend. And he says, because the days are evil. And the word evil there is, in the Greek, it's poneros. It's, take the P off, it's onerous. But literally, poneros means full of labor, hardships, annoyances, harassments. Isn't that like life right now? It's kind of difficult, right? And he's saying, yeah, it's like that. That's why you need God's timing. That's why you need to be on His timing, the kairos time. Let everybody else get into chronos time and figure out, oh, how do I be more efficient at managing my time? Sure, do that. That's a good thing. I don't have a problem with that. How do I use technology? Sure, use that. How do I use delegation? Absolutely, do these things. But what trumps them all is not chronos, not like being a master chronological kind of person, as helpful as that can be. What trumps it all is kairos, getting in on God's timing. That's the message for today. That will change your world. That will change your life. And that will change your country. Sorry, I'm a little worked up about it. God bless you, and God bless America, and the rest of the world for that matter. And anybody who takes this word and does something with it. Ephesians 5:15 and 16. All right, that's enough. I'm done. Have a good day. Bye-bye.